Hello, grace and peace. This is Reverend J. Renee Pennant with Kingdom Authority Ministries Outreach. I just wanted to actually encourage somebody's heart today. You know, there are so many demands on us, financial demands, time demands on our time, competing demands, we call them, with children, with family, with work, careers, school, and ministry, you name it. There's something competing for our time, our attention, for our resources. Whatever you want to call it, you fill in the gap what your resources are. And there's only so much that can be spent. And when it's spent in one area and one way. And so these obligations, financially speaking, it comes where it's obligatory. We're obligated to take care of them. And we make arrangements when their arrangements are necessary to take care of them at a particular point, a particular time. And as a good faith, we actually commit ourselves to that with a credit card arrangement or a electronic check or a debit. We have already put ourselves there. We've committed to an engagement. We've said yes to a conference. We've said yes to a preaching assignment. We've said yes to prayer. We've said yes, and we're being pulled. Yes to our children. Yes, I'll bring you here. Yes, and we've obligated ourselves for a future engagement, an obligation. From love, from responsibility and accountability, no matter the reason or the motivation, there is a demand on your resources. But God, who's rich in grace and mercy, extends favor that we don't deserve nor even know how it's going to come. Yet, because of his grace, he does. Provision is met. Somebody says, I'll pick up your child. I'll go to the grocery store. You get a call out of the blue and you open your mail and there's a gift and you just are seeing how God makes the way. The provision is met. And so you call because that payment has been made. The provision has come, another source, another way. God has stepped in and moved. And naturally speaking, it took somebody else's obedience and somebody else's willingness to give and to sow into that way through, again, another resource, whether time, whether attention, whether talent, or whether monetary. You then have to call and cancel because there's no demand on that particular resource. And you call and you make that adjustment. So it's not coming out of your account. It's not coming out of you. It's not drawing you. And there's a relief because God has opened the door. So you get to say, I've canceled that obligation. And that's the refreshing part. I want you to know that there's a cancellation of that thing that you have expected to handle it by yourself. You thought that you had to go to this court by yourself. You thought you had to show up there by yourself and sit in front of the principal by yourself and sit in there. But God said that it's canceled. You don't even have to extend your resources because he's already taken care of it. That today is your encouragement and your declaration. It is canceled. If you believe it, I want you to comment, God has canceled it for me. I couldn't take care of it, but he did. If you dare, I'm just asking you if you believe that it's canceled on your behalf. God bless you and thank you for tuning in. It is canceled.